call me. Walking my shit, call me. Walking my shit, ding ding. Walking my shit, call me. Walking my shit, ding ding. Walking my shit, call me. Walking my shit, ding ding. Walking my shit, call me. Me bed a coulda plead them a plea, or a beg them a go beg man fit dead. Just make them know we not save no lead. Gunshot we bust up in a informer head man fit dead. Just make them know we not save no lead. Gunshot we bust up in a informer head. He that keep it his mouth, shall keep it his life a boy. Jack up me business, you know it not a knife. Tell him family and friends to prepare him 9 night. Cause if me book him a dear or if me book him a night, me can bet you and win it. Now go be a pretty sight. Cause some two or we come up and some to force right man fit dead. Just make them know we not save no lead. Gunshot we bust up in a informer head man for dead. Yard man not save no lead. Gunshot we bust up in a watcha. You see what you get hard and things are run red. Me all walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money can tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in everything when you are weapon. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money can how will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam.
Indie Mix. Crank the volume.
All you got to do is be true, so let's go respond. Satisfy your emotion. Hotter for the press, instantly she was. She no old and tough, and she no got time or us. Things smooth and precious like she never get a cut. One son to expand up that to all and pull up. Giddy up me, I forget you is a mouse. Think I walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of body can tell me where you get it from. Now find your entrance.
Dirty Ross. Indie Mix.
Hello, ready and truly.
Crank.
Look, trouble now.
Volume.
Look at X trouble. Look at X trouble.
Oh, you're neck trouble.
What's going on, girl?
On the way.
This girl, hey, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
You know the thing go? So you and yours. Yeah, and we inside. And we outside. Look like people outside. You can look at girl.
We outside.
Hi, Kel. Happy anniversary. So how many years there you have?
12 years.
12 years? Nice. How much are you meant for?
I've been in for 5 years.
Suzanne laughing, yes? I asked Suzanne how much are you meant for. Suzanne laughing.
From 20 years. 30 years.
20? Anna.
30 years.
30 years. 30 is a good number.
That's a good number, right? Where Lion going to be disappear? Where Lisa? I hear something. Huh? Oh, you're football, yes. You're footballer. There's no trouble. You have trouble. Okay. You go to the okay. So you have to do it.
Yes, girl.
What is it?
We have some bacchanal today.
What is bacchanal about now today?
We have some bacchanal today. I want to show you something to you. There's some bacchanal in this place. So we have Jizan here in and out. So Dali, big up yourself. So Dali, Jizan is on the move to a secret rendezvous. Secret rendezvous. So I want to take a look at these vibes. There's some vibes coming in. Right, and I want to really, I want to ask a question. I know it's a big people here. Listen to this music here. Is that any music? I want to let them tell. I wanted to tell me what age all you was when all you was here these old school dub and that kind of thing. What age all you do this? What school you was? Primary school? Yeah. Them kind of music now, boy.
That's a very
Yeah.
old song.
Yeah, now I say it, Jason. Where was?
I don't know what.
Ask your husband. Your husband from Jamaica. Come, do the thing. Your husband is in Jamaica, so he's supposed to do about this. Tell him, what year this was, my father? What year this was? Yeah. Yeah. What years he was? About how old he was?
What's the song called?
Yeah, them is old school. We call that old school. We used to call that father back in the day. And you used to jump in the maxi to go to school. Yeah, that was the vibe picture. Yeah, Chica back. Right. Chica, what age you was when this kind of music was played, boy?
Young.
Oh,
Very
God.
young.
Yeah, Jason, well, get you boys so early, boy. So we bus ride ready. And I want to let her take a look at something you show listed it. It was real interesting. So Dali and all brought this to my attention. Right? So I want to let her take a look at this and tell me what all they really think about that. Right? So take a look at this clip for me.
Hey, what's your name? Maverick? That is awesome. How old are you, Maverick? He is 4 years old. Show me what you do with the gun. Do it again. Take the magazine out. Oh, can you put it back in? Okay. Yeah, get it done. Whoa.
Keep your physical distance, a big way. Don't talk, it's a big way. I guess it's
So Lion just jump out there.
Yeah, but it's just super cool. What was the video? I didn't see the
So
video.
people, you went see the video.
I was
Oh, so we have to play over the video. You have to play over the video for everybody. Yeah. You have to really play that one over.
Hey, what's your name? Maverick? That is awesome. How old are you, Maverick? He is 4 years old. Show me what you do with the gun. Do it again. Take the magazine out. Oh, can you put it back in? Okay. Yeah, get it done. Whoa.
keep your physical distance, a big way. Don't talk, it's a big way. I guess it's
Yes, things are going for your face, you look goody. Girl, yes, your body sexy, you look goody. Yes, you keep my nice side busy because you look nice and you look ready. Not the bit you can't test your body. Right, I know them come out.
You see it? So, you see a little boy there handling a gun.
Madness.
And what country they from? I wonder.
Does it matter?
No, I just wondering now. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, it have some kind, you know, they starting military. We know that was not military setting, right? So, yeah, it was not military setting. So,
that really disturbing all this. Right? That really disturbing, I find, but. Oh, Papa, yo. US
it's weapons expo.
That's why they problem. Hey, Jason, what you think about that, girl? What you think? What's your views? Or let's place in the comment section. What is your views on that video? The little boy, the little baby. Place in the comment section.
Mother, it's how the child of God. My story.
I really don't even know what to say right now.
So when you get older, what do you do?
He may not necessarily go in, or he might be inspired to get into the military field. I don't know. He might be. But to know that is, and that's why it is important, you know, that we consider what it is we teach our children, because some children, they soak up all these things, and for him to know how to use the weapon, even learning how to do it, you know, so we have to be mindful of what we are teaching our children, because we don't know how they're going to use at a certain age, how they are going to use the tools that they have, whether they're going to use it for good or for bad, you know. And okay, yeah, the mom maybe was proud that, hey, he could pick up fast, right? But normally we see that most times children pick up the negative things, or things that could be used for harm, faster than something that could be used for good. So that is why we just have to be very, very careful what we are teaching our children, what we are, showing them in this life. Yeah, because it was easy. Somebody had to show him how to do it. That's the thing, somebody had to show him.
Crank
follow up this. That's normal, right?
Yeah.
What were you saying? What you
So, Jason, will you go something like that, like that type of weapons expo with the guild?
I would not.
We're going through that.
Because some people do feel comfortable because that is maybe things that they're into for whatever reason, and they may go to it.
I think it's too young. That child is too young. Unless it's too young still. Have you understand what he's saying here?
She said, now nothing is wrong with teaching your child how to handle a weapon for self-defense, but not that young, and I would encourage parents to observe and take action for mental issues and evaluation.
Correct. Well put. Yeah, because we don't want to send the wrong signal. So we detect the bot right ready, and I like to see a teaser on here. That is the US Gun Expo. So Dali was looking at that. And I didn't know that in that expo, that age of children is allowed to even participate in the I was not aware of that. Clearly, it must have an age limit.
So the question is, how young is too young? And
that for the United
so
States.
At what age? No, but in your opinion, what age you will say?
Some schools that have archery, they have rifle. You join cadets, you have rifle drills. When you're in cadets, you had rifles. right? But that was at maybe 15, 16, close about to 18, 17. As a sport, marksmanry is a sport in some schools as well, where you find it would have that as a sport in school, in certain prestige schools.
Yeah. Yes, we are. People, Saturday, 17th of September, we outside. We going to Celebia. Once it is 11 Central, we picking up right to Guanas.
But I mean, you have to be at least. So, don't worry. Jezan, we come in England too with that. We send that jet. We go send that jet. And then come and we get them back in time with daughter birthday. Yeah, they have the constitutional rights as Sonali rightfully said. Their constitution is very interesting. So it poses in a lot of double standards because now you're seeing the violence with guns in schools and church and all, and now with the constitutional rights, and it's very interesting. So you have another right. I'm going and let these ladies take a look at this other right that people have rights to do now. Just that. You don't have a right for all kind of thing, no. It had the right way to be dumb. Right? We had our right now. So I want to take a look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Two transgender high school runners, well, they're kicking up dust in Connecticut, taking the top spots at the state girls championship, leaving parents wondering if they have an unfair advantage. Lindsay Davis is here, and you sat down with the track stars to talk all about this.
That's right, Michael. We're talking about a subject that's so sensitive that Andrea and Terry, who you're about to meet, felt when it was time to tell their parents that they're transgender, they each revealed it by text, and now they have gone public with it, and they're facing opposition from people who say even though you may feel like a girl, you need to compete against the boys.
Terry Miller and Andrea Yearwood dominating the competition at the Girls Track and Field Championships in Connecticut earlier this month.
Already set a state record today.
Coming in first and second place, respectively. And while it was a state race, their wins are making national headlines. Not because of what they did, but because of who they are. Two transgender girls.
When was the first time that either of you found any kind of opposition to you participating on the girls' team?
I was expecting it, so every day I'll go home, search up Track and Field High School, Terry Miller.
Because you wanted to know what people were saying?
Yeah.
Some of those comments were harsh. Critics complaining that Andrea and Terry both have an unfair advantage since they were born boys.
At what point do you decide, actually, it's more appropriate for me to be on the girls' team and competing with other girls?
I decided that the summer before 9th grade.
They've both started hormone therapy and say that for the most part they've been welcomed by friends, family, coaches, and administrators with open arms. But there is some backlash from parents and students. 2 petitions were even started in an attempt to change the current rule of the state's governing body of interscholastic sports.
Lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn. Send me.
Zan, what you saying to this one, girl? It is, I will agree, the other competitors, the parents of those other athletes, because it is an unfair advantage. That's why they have races for the boys and races for the girls. I mean, I'm talking about persons, their biology. It's not about who you feel you are or who you believe to be, but what you truly are biologically. And biologically, they are male, and when it is you are male, you will be faster, stronger. Yes, when you have some girls, they could outrun some guys there. We know this, but in this case, they are male. Right? They are male and they should be participating with other males. That's what it is.
Hold it, man. You think?
That is what it is. Not participating in a girls' race.
But if I hear this song, man,
I miss the good old days. Where's the good old days? You know, I don't understand what Grant used to say when she said I miss the good old days. I had that place right now. I miss the good old days when, you know, boys on the side. Girls on the side. Remember when I was in school just then? At the preschool and they say, boys on the side, girls on the side. I don't know, bro. Well, I help better. Just want to help better girls.
Boy, I can't help.
It is wrong. Now we not saying if it is you feel, you know, you're feeling like female, or that is your pulse, that is your feelings and so forth.
Yeah, but what mean, right? Your child say the one. Again, you guys think.
Yeah, that's a no. Right, but what you all have in England right now? It have anything like that happening right now?
Yeah,
where it is transgender females participating in female, or any sport.
Last week Sunday, my daughter had a dance competition. There was a girl. I thought it was a boy, right? But it was a girl. She just put it like a boy, right? And I was still Christian with the mom, but I thought it was a boy, but it was a girl. And she just looked like a boy. So a girl wants to be a boy. Put it that way. Now I hear like kids look like a boy, like everything. Like just a pants down here by a waist. And you know, stuff like that. You know, I thought it was a boy, but it's a girl. I was so shocked. But she looked like a boy.
My view is, wherever your biological system is, wherever your biology say that is you're supposed to participate under your biological structure. So it's one thing if it is you feel like dressing like a female, but biologically you are male, you take part in male sports. Because no female is taking themselves, because you don't see the female saying, okay, I'm a transgender man or trans girl or what, trans boy or whatever, and they're going to take part in where the males are participating. They will continue to participate in the females under the female disciplines. But if it's a male who is a trans female, well, in that case, it's really trans woman or trans girl. I mean, that's unfair. Most of the time, when they're looking at the transgenders, is the trans woman who going into under the bracket of female, whether it's under 17 female. What is it's unfair because biologically they are at an advantage, right? And it's not fair to the persons who were born female. They have the testosterone on the side. You understand? So it is unfair. It is unfair. It's one thing to change your appearance, but your biology, yes, we understand the hormone therapy and all of that. But once it is you are still functioning as male, if you want to put in a weave, you want to have a breast implant, you're doing the nails, still, you need to participate under the male section. That is just my view. You need to, because that biological system is still there. It's still there. So like just that, how you say it had the girl looking like a boy. That is okay, right? Sonali said there are very few sporting events where a female can compete against males. It is true. And you know, they don't even let it happen. It don't happen. It's one thing if we have mixed teams, that's fine. But male competing against female, no. Because when you look at the international, whether it's Olympics or and you know these major games, and you look at the time that the men will, whether it's track, right? The time, when you look at the time for the same 100 meter, you will see that the males have a faster time than the females. The males have a faster time. So why is it that somebody who is trans woman, why are you there? You're not supposed to be.
Listen.
You're not supposed to be there.
I looked at right now in the Olympic Games is legislation allowing them to do that because right now they enter into wrestling too, Olympic wrestling. So they are allowing trans females to enter into wrestling, boxing, and swimming.
Yeah. And that's wrong. That's wrong.
Well, yeah. Alright, good. So, if you're now joining us here, you know, we just look for Bacchanal here, and there's a serious Bacchanal. Because imagine your good daughter come home. Mommy, I joined the track team. You know, and we are. Come and see me wrestle now. And you see this young boy come out here. Looking all. And you're saying, my daughter has to wrestle that. This not what you do.
Watch now, paying she under extra training and they beating that, yes? Yeah.
This not what you do.
Let them know here what. Now you can't come here and talk about your female now. Yeah,
so we
that's
must
them inside
at the bottom of the screen. We're gonna drop to the bottom and we're gonna look at these numbers. These are the committee members. So as you look down to the bottom, that committee member, right? Look, we take a tip. So we are at the bottom here. Yeah. So take a look, people. When all they need to get the tickets, we set the private jet for Chisa. Big up everybody on the line and on the go. I'm talking about private jet into existence, boy, Chica. Boy, these days I'm making some claims, boy. Yeah, boy, I know it can happen. Right? So, Chica, what you would say? It's just going and, you know, get involved in a little swimming. Where's your view? No, this is
it is unfair though. It is.
This is legal all here. This is legal. This is nobody trying that thing because those young I don't know what
it is unfair. It's wrong.
who are allowed to run high school track already. So they've done already getting involved in that kind of competition. Right? And then the little boy there with the guns and ammunition, he know how to cock the barrel, how to slap in. It's interesting. But at the same time, it's scary to know that you're bringing up kids in a world where, imagine your child going into mixed martial arts now. What's going on with the case, Giselle? Because you're going to get at certain kind of sports, right? Track and field, swimming. But things like mixed martial arts. I know you're telling me that once I identify.
It's wrong. It's special training for that daughter. For she to beat you. So you know not to come here.
Yeah. Sorry for those. Place in the comment section if you guys believe that it should be that kind of equality. Because what the argument
No, that is not equality. That is not even equity.
What is that? Can you hot with this conversation? Jason,
it is not equality or equity.
Right, so we're taking a little break. I know it's a little heavy now. Yeah. It's interesting though. It's very, very interesting. We want to wish Giselle a happy anniversary. It have any birthdays that passed. We want to wish Giselle's daughter. She plays second, yes, in the dance competition.
She came second and they came first.
Right.
Nice.
What type of dancing it was though? What type of style?
Street dancing,
Street?
Yeah.
And you send no video for me? You ain't take on our phone and you...
I'll send the video for you.
Yeah. We have to pick up the youths and them something positive.
Steve is there too. Yeah. I will send the video for you.
Send the video, let me see how, yeah man, send the video so we can highlight it. You know the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birthday coming up soon, my daughter's birthday next month.
But look how long we're going to So now
a long time.
So big up the birthday people. I know what's that.
My cousin's birthday is next week, back home.
Yeah. So we can touch base. We're really supposed to be doing our line for birthday. We're supposed to do our line for Giselle. It's not, right?
Yeah, we didn't do that. We can still do it.
So we putting Giselle in charge of the birthday party lines for birthday children and members. So we could be made abreast. So Giselle is in charge of telling us the dates. And she can give you something to do, eh? Yeah. So Giselle is in charge of the birthday lives for the birthday children and so forth. And
okay, we have enough people at this point, so we have a live, yeah?
So on the topic of this situation where we realize that they call it equality, Chika, you believe it's equality? What you guys think
of
equality?
It is not equality. It is not equality. Suzanne, I know she were the little one. Suzanne, do you think it is equality? So everybody on the live, you'll see the situation where trans women, trans girls are being allowed to participate under the female category, right? Do you think that is equality? The men who turn into women, they identify as women. Do you think it is equal for them to participate in the female category? Right, that's the question right now. And in my view, it is not equality because they just identify as and they are not.
Yeah, please in the comment section because it's very interesting. It's extremely interesting that governing bodies of sport would allow this. I mean, clearly we know we're not saying that a girl cannot give a guy run for his money on the field or anything like that. But
No, you're saying that.
at some point in time, we had that division where you had male division, female division. When I was playing basketball, it had the male division and it had the female division.
Yeah.
And people would compete in with their gender at that point. But
Yeah.
skewing now, we skewing what is real from what is imaginary, right? And it may have a negative effect on the upcoming young sportsmen and women, because now how can we now identify, especially in sport, but we are affiliated with sport as well. So, are we now going to see that a male could now participate in a female's division just because they're on hormone therapy and use that as an excuse? That, And the parents' right to raise the case, because at the end of the day, there's clearly advantage physically when coming to certain things. We're not saying that it's not equal, but clearly there's an advantage. And what should we now do? What do you think would be the proper, I would say,
have a category for the trans men, if that's the case.
Yeah. And there will be just a second man, 2 male category. So just another, what is your view? Give us your view on this. This is really, so from, the time from track and field in school, now it's going all the way up to the Olympics. Now children, young people who involved in sport now, which is a good thing. You say encourage your people in sport and to take sport seriously.
Yeah,
What do you think is what is your view? Because they are making the thing law. What is your view, Jezan, on
They're
this?
making it law. My view, I don't abide with that, to be honest. I don't like the idea. Sorry. That's my point of view.
I don't agree with it either. I find it should just
I
create
don't
a
agree with
category
it.
for them. If that is, create a division for them if that is the case. That is good.
Yeah, that's all. That's why I
That is.
basically say I think that too, Chica, to be honest with you. That's my view.
Yeah, if it is fine, okay, they really shouldn't participate. But the thing you have your male, you have a female, you have a trans female, and you have a trans male, if that is the case.
Yeah, I agree.
Create new,
I totally agree with that.
just create new divisions. That is the most, because it is unfair. It is unfair.
It's unfair. It's not fair. It's unfair. It's not fair at all. It's unfair. I disagree with it, to be honest. But if you're gonna make that law, well, see, that's what they're doing. Oh well, what can you say? But I think it's unfair. Yeah, it's unfair.
And even though they're trying to make whatever laws or legislations to encourage this, as a sportsman, you are a male regardless of what hormone therapy you want, and you still want to put yourself on with
Exactly.
bad females,
Exactly.
And a question if you're really a sports person, your own right.
Yeah. It's so true.
Yeah. Yeah, because I believe people have the right to decide what they want to identify, whatever. But when it comes to certain things, I think you should have some kind of separation between the two.
I agree.
Yeah. We must ride ready on here.
Yeah.
Let us balance this.
Yeah, the bus ride ready.
Happy anniversary. So we take it on the line.
It's unfair. I'm not on that bus ride.
And I know your husband would appreciate that type of music. What you did say? What you did say? Like what age he was? What you did say? What
He
age
said
he
this
was?
song is about 20 years ago, something like that. He said.
Yeah. Yep. He correct. He correct. What age you was 20 years ago, Jason?
What age was 20? I'm 37 now.
20 years ago,
17?
you was 17.
17 years old.
What do you want to Nani say here?
She is
Really?
saying creating new divisions is going to disrupt the sporting calendar and length of events. So let them participate in their respective divisions according to biological connotations.
I don't think they understand that. I don't think they understand. This is weird. This is real weird territory for me. I am now thinking, imagine you got to play basketball, Chica. You can imagine. You know what I mean? And you're seeing that. But again, everybody is allowed to have their own belief, that they are allowed to have their own vibration. We're not saying no to that. We believe in equal rights and justice. But again, we're skewing the word equal. That is you got to do that, right? So we're kind of skewing what is equal. What is the meaning of the word equal? So if you're now joining us, we must try ready.
Eddie, you okay? Can I get some food?
Yeah, man. Right? We must try ready, Chica. So get them the intel. We send the private jet for Jason.
Yes, please do that.
We send the private jet for everybody because we had a big show, you know. We had to get a private jet, Chica.
I wish it was that easy.
Give me my You read it?
You see how lion wicked?
Don't you Gotta get that shit, you know how, but let's try it. And let's try a line. Let's get a little shit, you know.
You see how you wicked, eh? Shika, you see what you
Don't
doing?
worry, we will be having a lot of activities coming up from next year. So, today and this weekend, Chica, we planning the year so that now she's not going to know what did, what happened, and she'll know how to plan herself. Right? So, new things from the new year. So, it won't have no change, no date, and no mistake, and no anything like that. So, we're going to plan properly. Eh, Chica?
Okay.
Yes.
And we're going to be having our boat ride too.
Everything.
Baby. Yeah, baby wants a part of the vibe. Yeah? So, Chica, anything else before we wrap up the thing? Let me get you that.
Well, you later look out for Ladies' Night at 7 p.m. Right? We're going to be talking about if men are jealous of the toy.
Oh, God, who come up with that? Jazan, you bring toy in.
I did not bring up that topic.
Right? And then tomorrow, 9 o'clock, we're going to jump out and do some soca sweat vibes.
Nice. Song good. Song real good. So if you need to get the tickets, Chica, let me get the names and the numbers.
Yes, so at the bottom of the screen, you can either just hit that WhatsApp button, you all will reach me, pay tickets. You can also contact Shanaka at 713-8831 or Zelina at 716-9652. Yes, so as I said yesterday, it's going to be loose, it's going to be steamy, because it's going to be heat. Plus, when you know the oscillations and things taking place, it will start to sweat now. So it will be some steam. Right, so get your tickets early. We're going to have a nice time. Real nice time. It's a full day of niceness. See, I'm not going to put Andy name there now.
You can have the itinerary, but it's updated for next year, so she'll be well informed, so she'll know how to organize herself.
Yes.
Only Andy late boy. Andy, take a wine. Where you was when the music was played? Andy, where you was? Andy, where you was? So Andy, where you was when this music was played? And where you on the system? Before we must out. Girl, where you was?
Yeah, I was in preschool, primary school. Yeah.
Right, so let's enjoy yourself. It was nice. I had them ladies night on a Saturday night. Bacchanal, we see Jezan, you have to Jezan pulling she face the back thing. We pulling chicken and we are chicken now.
KFC.
Jezan and her husband and the family happy anniversary and the late boy. Long time is it?
In the backseat. Taxi music.
Yeah.
Taxi, backseat.
Yeah, too. It was nice, you know?
Yes, it was.
It was nice?
It was nice.
It was nice. So, well, remember, and we pay 3 tickets early. We only have a certain number of tickets. When it's done, it's done. This is a husband about this kind of thing. Yeah, so pick up your tickets and we kind of going. Chica.
Yeah, go on.
Find your emotion, hotter for the press. Instantly she was. She no old and tough and she no got time no rust. Things smooth and precious like she never get a cut. Once on to expand, I've got to all and pull up. Giddy up me, I forget you is a mouse. Think I walk like a champion, act like a champion. What a piece of body can tell me where you get it from. Now find your entrance.
Dirty Robs in D Mix. Crank the volume.